Hello and welcome in everybody. So today, as you are all here for, what you clicked on this, is that we are going to be seeing some Hermes tier 8 action, and the thing is, it's not going to be from me. It is not going to be from my account, because as you can see, mine here is a little bit lacking. But the old, we have got some connections, and Crixus right here has gone all in. He's spent it up, and he has got straight in for that tier 8 Hermes, and he's put a full speed stone on because Hermes is actually now the fastest character in the game. So that with his speed stone, with the hastes, we're going to be in for a treat. So enough said, let us go in and check out this action. So this match is going to be starting off, and what we're going to be seeing is this is going to be all just about showing how the first testing of how Hermes is going to be looking like. So with Hero giving Hermes the buff, he's going to get 2 turns of the haste, and with 2 turns of haste, it's going to be all his abilities that use haste are going to be automatically proccing. So we're going to be seeing here with his turn coming up right about now is, well, right after this, but man, just getting Baymax getting slammed straight away by Sheriff. Ooh. So the idea here that he is running for is having 2 attackers, Go-Go and Ursula, on either side of him to get boosted. So he's using the ability that's going to give them buffs. We're seeing that crit up on Go-Go and Ursula, as well as they got 10% speed meter. So he's trying to force them to have turns, force them to do more damage, and that is the idea. Now this is just the early first testing of his tier 8 Hermes, and if you want to see more, head to his Twitch. I'll have the link in the description below. He goes live a few times a week and runs some tournaments, which are pretty awesome. So right there, I'm sure you'll be seeing a whole lot more of him in the future if that is something that you want to be looking for. So I'll leave his links down below. But the whole idea here that they are running for is give these, look at those crits, just wiping Sheriff straight out. That is nasty right there. And he goes after with the eels. Eels got haste too. He's going right after the buffs and trying to steal the haste, steal the tactics. And I would have, if I was him, I would have definitely gone for that stealing of the tactics right there too. Just strip all the buffs as much as you can. Definitely what I would have been doing. But as I said, this is the first test. If you want to see more action, check him out live on Twitch, and maybe thank him for sending us some Hermes footage, so we all can enjoy and see what he's got to offer. But you can even see here, see how fast he's getting his turns, turn after turn after turn, and just constantly having haste, getting those buffs out there. And here, check this out, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, the last one's a crit. So the way his basic ability moves, we went over his kit and explained it all on a previous video, so if you want more explanations, go check that out. But the way it works is that he's going to do a basic amount of 3 hits, and then for each hit that's landed, he's going to get extra crit chance. And so boom, 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 crit chance. When he crits, he is also going to be gaining more buffs and popping his other abilities off. So this is pretty cool, and it's a pretty interesting build that they've got going here, just to try and I definitely wouldn't do that. If you've got eels, don't attack Stitch with them because they don't hit hard, and Stitch will end up healing for what he's just done anyway. So definitely be careful with that. But Stitch is causing some havoc. And check this out again. boom, he's got haste, he's going to give it across those buffs, and good night, go. So Stitch right there was the ender for that. They just wrecked that whole idea. So here he just wants to now get rid of Stitch. He's like, I need my hero to survive, and definitely good, go after those, steal that haste. That is definitely what is needed. And here it's gonna be interesting. I probably wouldn't go after Stitch because he's weak little attacks, and then he's like, yes, maybe I shouldn't. One other thing he's got to consider is that 1, 2, 3, those evades, he's not going to be stacking up that crit chance with things versus evade, but you can also use them to clear evades, so that is good as well. And then because he cleared the evade, he could then steal the undefeatable from Baymax with the eel, give it to Ursula, give it to the eels, and just all over make her a whole lot better. So that is a massive bonus for him, and having these other characters that do have multiple hits that can get through multiple stacks of evades. So that is very useful. And here he's got haste yet again. So because he's got haste yet again, he can't use his little piano ability, so he's just saving up. He doesn't want to use his other trumpet calling one just yet. He wants to wait until there are better buffs on the field. So the hammer bringing back the bubbles too. So what he's trying to do, good old hot Java Joe going after his Ursula, and just wants to get rid of the damage dealer, because if he does get rid of the damage dealer, that is going to mean that his team has only got left with supports, and when you're running double supports, if all your damage dealers go, then you're in trouble. You are in trouble. So now he's got to chew his way through all these supports. Bubbles is definitely the biggest threat. He's the one who's going to be adding the damage. So right here, dropping those slows. He's trying to just go straight after their bubbles and drop their bubbles down, get rid of bubbles, and just keep causing damage. I probably would have went for bubbles there as well, just for getting rid of him. Just to, as I said, avoid that damage. But here, abilities really, like, check out how fast he's going. He's getting so many turns consistently. That is why he's getting more turns than Hero. And that is why, like, easily showing he is the fastest character in the game. And that's crazy. That is crazy right there. And look, like, he's already, like, see how fast his speed meter is going up. Like, there's not many other characters like that. That he's the fastest, but then he adds haste on as well, so he's going double or 1.5 that speed too. So boom, clear some evades, and now he's going to try, since he's got rid of bubbles, the damage dealer, he wants to go after Hero, who's going to be the extra defender, giving the shields and evades. He just needs to stop that from happening. And then if he can stop that from happening, this is a pretty good one here. Attack, take that heal away from him, so Hero doesn't heal, as well as it's going to protect his own Ursula and the eel. So that's a bonus. And then boom, this goes off, get the blinds out, and now he's just going to be all in attacking, going in, trying to get rid of that Hero before Hero just keeps defending and stalls things out. So it's definitely a very interesting build, but it's cool seeing how fast Hermes is, and actually just seeing him at max potential. Now the build and strategies probably do have a little bit of work to go to move things through and change what you do, what you want to do, and Stitch definitely put a stop to Go-Go, so that is going to be painful in the long run. But one nice thing is with Ursula and the eels, having them sitting there and them all getting adjacent to Hermes, they're all getting the buffs from him too. So that is actually quite a nice little bonus. So they're going to be going faster, getting more turns and getting more purges, sharing more buffs to Ursula. And as you can see there, that's what it's all about. Now, Hot Java Joe is definitely doing a great job at controlling this match on the defensive side, but like one thing you have to watch out for, like with Hero, when Hero was first introduced to the game, it was timeout central, so he will have a lot of turns, but if all you're doing with those turns is buffing and defending, then you're going to be at risk of timeouts, and that's what we're seeing here. We're heading towards a timeout, and Java Joe, Hot Java Joe, has done a great job of just defending and great strategy with the way he is playing, with keeping his Baymax there. There's a couple of misplays in here from the way things have been played, but there's still a lot more learning to go, and this is all part of it. But it's like just seeing what he can do, seeing all these in. And another thing about good and bad about Ursula and her eels, they're also chewing up more turns too. So that goes more just down to what is left with going towards timeouts, and that is pretty painful to be hitting that way. And I don't think he's going to be able to he doesn't have enough AoE damage to get rid of all the shadows. Then more shield comes up, more evades, and you're just like, yikes, there it is, that's it. And that is like very well played. If this was like a competitive match, that would be very well played from Hot Java Joe. But it's very interesting just seeing Hermes go in and all that action. And there we go. Hot Java Joe's like, well, you know what? I'm just going to give this to you. So thank you, Ursula. But Hermes, so far, so many turns in, so much potential in the way you can set up teams, have him feeding offensive characters and buffing them, giving them bonus effects, giving them speed meter, giving them haste, and more damage, more turns. There is so much to like about him, and especially with all that speed. And the more we're gonna see people use him, things are gonna be very interesting. And this is only just the first little bit of a taste we have seen of these new Hercules characters. So if he is this fast and this good, what is Meg and Hercules and whoever else the last one, maybe Phil, going to be looking like? I'd think it's Phil. We'll just have to wait and see. So I'm excited to see what is going to be happening, see who we're going to be getting, how good they're going to be. If Hermes is this good at tier 8, he's going to bring a whole nother level of positioning, strategy, team building to things. And as I've mentioned in my other video, there's going to be so many more combos with him and haste and things going forward. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I want to give another thank you once again to Crixus, who jumped on in here and shared this footage with us, so we can all get to see it, all get to see a little bit of a taste of what it is. And if you want to see him live, check him out on his Twitch and ask him to show you some Hermes matches. Get him to try some of these things, because it is going to be pretty amazing. So on that note, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We will also have Crixus's information all down there if you want to go check him out on Twitch, see some Hermes action live and how he's developing him and the teams around him, as well as if you want any of my other information, Discord, Patreon, Twitch, all down there in the description. So if you want to support me in any of those ways, love to have you around, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think of Hermes, and I'll see you down in the comments below.